Hey guys, today I'm going to be building a basic rhythm preset for metal on my Helix while using low-tuned 7-string guitars. If your guitar sounds flubby and lacks definition, this video is for you. Okay, so I've got an empty preset loaded in here. I'm using the 8 snapshot setting on the Helix instead of the stomp box setting. If anyone wants to know how to do that, let me know in the comments. I'm just going to hammer out my signal chain and then I'll go through each piece, reading out what I'm changing everything to and why I'm doing that, and so forth. So to start, I'm going to use the deluxe compressor. Next, it'll be the Scream 808 distortion pedal. After that, it's going to be the first noise gate under dynamics. Then it'll be our amp. I'm going to use the Rev Gen Red for this example. For the cabinet, I'm going to use the 4x12 greenback 25. And then the last thing on our chain is going to be an EQ. And we're going to use the low/high shelf. Okay, start with the input. It's already on, and I've got mine set to negative 76.2. Yours might need to be adjusted as you go through building your sound and whatnot, depending on your pickups, if they're really hot or whatnot, but we'll get back to that. Compressor, I'm going to turn off for now. Distortion, I'll turn off. Noise gate, I'll turn off. Same with the EQ. I'm going to leave the amp and cab on. Same with the noise gate on my input. So, you guys can hear what it sounds like. It's pretty flubby. Like that sounds like poo. Fix that. Go into your distortion pedal, turn that on. So you can hear it gives it a little bit more life. It's not so weak sounding, I guess. I'm just going to bring my gain down to 3.2 because I know I'm going to raise the gain on my amp, so I don't want too much gain. The tone and level I'm going to leave the same. Sometimes I bring my tone up, but for this example I'm going to leave it. Go over to the amp. Drive I'm going to bring up to, see what 7.6 sounds like. A little more. 7.8. Bass I'm going to bring down to 3.4. Leave that as is for now. Mid, I like it in between 4 and 5. Probably leave it at 4.6. Treble, I'm going to bring that up. Help my notes cut through a little bit more. Okay, I don't want to overdo it. Like I definitely want to bring that up a bit more, but right now I'm not going to overdo it because when I go to the EQ, that's going to sculpt it a little bit more, so I'm not going to go too crazy just yet. Presence, I'm going to bring that up just to give it a little more attack because it's still kind of lubby feeling. That doesn't sound too bad. 7.2. I'll bring it up a little bit more just to see if it's too much. leave it at 7.8. Everything else I'm pretty much going to leave the same. Aggression, sometimes I put it on 2. For this video, I'm going to leave it on 1. Cab, I'm on 57 dynamic. Feel free to try any of the other ones you want. There's quite a few good ones. I prefer 57 though. Distance, I'm going to put that to 2.5. It's a sweet spot for me. And low cut and high cut, early reflections, and level, I'm leaving the same. Okay. Now I'm going to go onto my compressor at the starting of the chain, turn that on. We're at 4.1. The attack I'm going to bring right down. I just got to listen for the release, because if it's too high, your palm mutes won't sound right, and it doesn't come back in properly. So you find usually it's in between 40 milliseconds and 150. Usually below 100, but sometimes I've had it above too, so you just kind of got to play with it to find that sweet spot. Start at 50 and bring myself up if I need to. Sounds pretty good there. I think I'm going to leave it at 80. And threshold I'm not going to touch. It's pretty good on my guitar. Adjust it on yours, so, you know, find your sweet spot. And then... still kind of hear the noise gate. I'm going to go to the second one now, turn that on. This one, I like it threshold somewhere around in between 60 and 70. Negative 60 and 70. And I use the 2 noise gates, so I'm not hammering just one noise gate. I kind of let them both work together, and so I'm not pushing them too hard. I find it just lets them breathe a little bit more. They don't sound so forced. Try it at 66 to start. Just a little bit, I'm bring that down. Oh, don't touch the decay. So I'm going to put that at about 62.6. Fingers are starting to get tongue-tied. You keep saying a word over and over and it like loses all meaning. I just want to make sure you guys can hear the difference as the video is progressing instead of me just doing multiple riffs that are all over the place and you don't really get that proper difference. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the same threshold. I'll leave it at 62.6. I like it there. I'm gonna check this one. Okay, yeah, my for the input decay, make sure you're at 10 milliseconds, and then the threshold will be 76.2. Can't remember if I went over that in the starting. I know I did the threshold. I might have missed the decay though. Okay, and on to the last piece, the EQ. So for low gain on this guitar, I like to bring it down to like 1.4. And then the frequency, I find it's usually in between 80 and 140. So adjust it, you know, mess around, listen to your ear. It'll tell you more than the video will. And I need glasses. That is small. Bring it down to 85 to start, and then I'll adjust it, see what I like. I think that might be it, but I'm gonna bring it up just to see if I like anything else. Yeah, I'm going back to 100. All right, gonna use 100 for this one on my low gain frequency. For high gain, I'm gonna raise that by 1.4. And then for the frequency, I tend to put it around 1K. Just to get a little more attack coming through and whatnot. Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. Okay, so other than that, I wouldn't really change too much. Like, it still needs to be fine-tuned. I'm not saying your settings will be bang on just yet. If I really, really wanted to go at it, this video would probably be like 30 minutes long. I'm not going to do that. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you found this video helpful, even with it being very basic. If anyone wants a more advanced video, please let me know in the comments. There's a ton you can do on Helix, and there's a lot I can show you. But yeah, if you found the video helpful and you like the content, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe. Take care, guys.